I got to bring up actually the Grail to rule all Grails, and it's Johnny Silverhand.
Oh
Johnny
God.
Silverhand. Let's talk about it because we need to address this Grail that
That Neo
just got
character is
released.
sick.
Yeah, exactly. And I actually need to pull it up because I had it pulled up, but it's such a Grail that it must have crashed the tab that it was on. So good thing is I got it up pretty quickly. So, okay. So Johnny Silverhand, this is from Cyberpunk, Keanu Reeves. The only reason this was made was because it is Keanu Reeves. We know this. Hot Toys loves Keanu Reeves. They love Johnny Depp. They will make pretty much every version of their characters that they portray. So this Johnny Silverhand is from the Cyberpunk PS4 video game. Does anyone really care that this got released? Not that it's like, yeah, because you want it, Carlos. It's dopo for you. It's a dope.
No, no, go ahead.
No, you don't care about this. Well, I'll get to you, but I will say, I guess the only reason I would care is that it it got released before Loki. So, but yeah, man, I don't think this was going to be a high PO figure anyway for most people. I don't mean to shit on anyone who wants this figure. Like, great. If you want it, great. I just feel like it looks really bad. I'm sorry. Like, this same counter head sculpt is the one they used for John Wick. Yeah. I don't think that head sculpt looks very good. I don't think this one looks that great. They just reused it and put a different hairpiece on it. The body, I know in the game, it kind of was similar to this. The tattoos look pretty solid, but the body looks thin. The outfit doesn't really seem like it fits. His neck is so big, and the rest of him is so small.
So he plays lineman for the Bengals.
pretty much, bro. The arm is cool, though. I will give it to the arm, the cybernetic arm. He plays
They already released Cable.
Yeah, they already released and Winter Soldier. This is the Winter Soldier reissue. I don't know. So, Carlos, I actually want to jump to you first on this one, bro. How should we feel about this?
Well, I feel like this is a clear indication that, hey, if you see joints on the figure, like the more joints you see, the more we don't give a fuck about the character. That's really what it kind of tells me. And right. I think Gore got the same treatment. But look, I get no one's going to buy this, and I understand that. But I'm going to carry the same thing because you can say the same thing about Gore, and I was pretty upset about that. Because if you're going to make any figure, and I get it's not going to sell, I understand that, then why not, unless contractually they can't, be like Prime 1 and cancel the figure. If no one's going to buy it, this is going to be another Stan Lee, years and years sitting. Or like actually going ahead and do it right. Like I just don't see that a premium company is going to release a shit product. Like you don't see like, Gucci or these luxury like Louis Vuitton, all this really big luxury brand. Because this is what it is. It is a luxury brand. You're paying $300 for a fucking toy. Right? Let's just call it what it is, a fucking toy. And you're going to give us this or even put that product out there as far as your brand. That's an embarrassment. Like the tailoring looks really horrible. There's nothing good about this. Literally nothing. I don't even think that arm looks great, man. It's just a laughable, representation of what Hot Toys can do. And, I don't want to, shit on the artist, but you know what? If you're going to put this kind of stuff out there, it feels like, without sending like death threats or anything, because that's what people tend to do. But like you deserve a lot of backlash for a bunch of shit and I know this is not going to get backlash because it's not like a bunch of people really care for this, but it just lets me know like this is not what I really want Hot Toys to be doing as far as like giving a shit product. I know it's not a figure people want. I get that. But even if when I'm working with a client that is super small, I never just give them be like, oh, he's super small, so let me give him shit treatment. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you should be your very best across the board at all times. And this one just clears an indication of like, let's just fucking put shit together, just because who gives a fuck about it? Like, I don't know. So that's where I am with this.
Yeah. And that's where I kind of get disappointed with it because we do have to be philosophically consistent with what we said about Gore because I actually like Gore. And then I look at this, it's the same shit. I mean, it's like it's half-assed because they didn't think the character would probably sell or maybe just to save on costs. I get that. But to me, yeah, why? Maybe it's a contractual obligation. Maybe they thought the game was going to be more popular than they signed on the dotted line and they had to make it at that point. The game ended up kind of flopping because there were so many bugs and so much chaos going on with it. But it's just one of those where it's like, why even do it at all? Just pour your resources into a figure you actually care about. Kiko, bro, give me your thoughts, man, on this final product for Johnny Silverhand.
BG Toy Art, Alex Brooks, is one of the reasons I got into doing, the toy photography and things like that. Mm-hmm. And I think he did about as good as you can with this. I know that one's not his, but you can see his little word mark in the ones that are his. And I always thought he's one of the best out there. But even then, you're like, these aren't the greatest final product photos. And you're like, I mean, look at that one, damn. Yeah. No offense, like Carlos said, to the artist or whatever, but there's only so much you can work with. I mean, you're not allowed to retouch them. They have to be kind of as is. I mean, look at that giant joint staring you in the face, right in the elbow. I didn't play the game. I didn't care. I'm not going to get a faux John Wick, Keanu Reeves, Neo guy to fill my shelf. I don't think there's probably very few people that have a Keanu shrine. And maybe if you do, then this is obviously a day one pre-order type of thing. But I mean, even the base, that laughable, nice cardboard box that he put behind him. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
I would love to see how many people actually pre-ordered this, but I don't have much to say other than it's rough. But I mean, what do you expect for something that they were probably, like you said, contractually obligated to have, and they just rushed it out.
Right. I think so, Kiko. Man, it's one of those where
I do want the accessories. I do want I wouldn't mind having
the guitar's
liquor,
cool.
the guitar, the sunglasses, the liquor, the dog tags. I'd take those. And if they want to do like a build-up pack,
someone said it looks like a Kit Bash. Yeah, that's how much of a shit it looks. It looks like a Kit Bash figure.
Yeah.
Like
it kind of does. And again, I really don't want to be so negative about this, but we just don't have an option here. Like this is just, and we have to be realistic about it.
And that's going to be a huge issue down the line.
All the pleather pants. Yep.
Pleather pants. That's going to be a huge issue.
He's going to be fucking pantless in a couple years. So,
my own he's wearing sweatpants at that point.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. So yeah, it's just a mess of a figure. Like I feel bad saying that because Hot Toys does great work, but this is just they knew no one cared, and they were just like, well, it's been delayed for a while anyway. Just put it out there how it is. And they were
this one's off our radar. So
yep, exactly. Let's just move on from it and call it a day. So hope they don't do that with Loki because people do care about that one. But yeah, man, should be coming any day now, hopefully. All right, guys. So that's a wrap on Johnny Silverhand.